My name is Bobby Crown, and I'm the lead engineer at the Troubadour. I've been doing sound professionally for almost 11 years now. I got started at a small club in my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. Started pushing road cases, interested in music, and eventually just kept learning more and more about the whole production element, and that's how you get started. This will be my 8th year at the Troubadour doing sound professionally. The club originally opened as a small little acoustic folk venue off La Cienega, a few miles away, and I believe 2 years later it relocated to this address, and it was more in the front area, front bar. It had expanded a little bit, but it was still a small folk tavern. And I believe in 1968, Doug Weston, the original owner, had purchased the rest of the building, which was a mechanic shop, and turned it into the large venue that we know today. The sound system at the Troubadour has gone through many changes over the years. I know in the 80s they didn't even have a monitor system here. That was introduced in the late 80s, early 90s. I got started in 2001. We had 2 large format analog consoles that ran monitors in front of house simultaneously. We have a 4-way EAW rig. We have 80,000 watt Crest amp powering all the tops, and we have Crown 5002s powering all the subs, and a complete Crown powered monitor package with all EAW SM 250s.
And the club seats 200 people.
Yeah, capacity here is about 300 to 500. So I reached out to Audio-Technica, and Gary Boss over there was really hospitable and sent us a package of some drum mics and some instrument mics and a lot of vocal mics. And since that year, I've been loving the package and haven't had any problems. Been swapping microphones back and forth on different applications, trying new things, and I'm loving Audio-Technica mics. Recently, I started using the Pro 35 on any application that I could think of. Initially, we started using it on toms, saxophones, or some horns, but I've broken away from that, and I've been trying it a lot on guitars, snares, and recently we've been using it solely as our main kick drum microphone. The proximity of the stage is probably 14 feet from wall to front, and from the edge of a crash cymbal to a vocal microphone is usually about 8 feet. So I definitely have to pick certain microphones over others to accommodate what I'm trying to achieve here. Generally, it's going to be a dynamic microphone that's very directional on anything that we use here, just to cut out a lot of bleed and ambience that's around the stage. We had an artist come in, acoustic folk artist, and they had a suitcase that they used as a kick drum. So they had a kick drum pedal attached to a plastic handheld carry-on, and they wanted it mic'd. So we put a AT250 on the outside, and I put a Pro 35 on the inside, and it was a rocking kick drum suitcase. For vocals in here, for most types of bands, I generally like to keep it as a dynamic microphone that's really direct. I use the AT610s for the most part. They're pretty strong, they last. I think I've had the same vocal mics for 8 months now, and they still sound pretty round and full. There are a lot of acts that come through, and they all use those microphones. Basic hygiene and cleaning, we clean them with alcohol every time that they're used. In between set changes, we'll swab them out. And then once a week, we'll take the foam out and do some antibacterial soap on all the grills, let them dry, and clean all the foam, air dry those with the hot air dryers in the bathroom. The best advice I can give to a band coming into the Troubadour to have a good show is just to establish great communication with the staff that's working here, or any venue. The people that are, the production staff that are working in venues are here to have a good time and work with the artists. So as soon as that communication is established, that everybody's in the same team, then the engineer and the artist can start working towards getting stage volume and stage dynamics down to a minimum. And after that, reinforcing it with monitors that the band needs to have a good show. After that, dial in your front of house mix to just reinforce what's already going on stage. After that, you just need people.